Hey everyone, happy Valentine's Day. Let's talk about Tomb Raider again. The movies have gotten a bad rap, and in my review of the original, I defended it. It's a decent movie for what it is. But sadly, after watching the sequel for this review, especially so quickly after rewatching the original, I can only conclude that the sequel is a hot mess. The Cradle of Life has to do with Pandora'S Box, which turns out to literally exist in a place called the Cradle of Life, where the origin of man happened. The box can unleash a plague that can wipe out millions of people. The big bad guy, Jonathan Reese, is a high-powered criminal who makes biological weapons and doesn't much care who they kill. He's after the box to sell it to the highest bidder and be insanely rich. The British Secret Service, referred to as MI6, recruits Lara Croft to find the box before Reese does, and she in turn recruits Terry Sheridan, played by Gerard Butler, an imprisoned traitor who she had a romantic past with. Basically, he replaces Daniel Craig's character from the first movie, but instead of being a friendly rival to Lara, who has a flirtatious connection with her, he's a smarmy douche who is convinced that literally everything Lara does, including threatening to kill him multiple times, is a sign that she totally wants his balls. You know the type. The kind of guy who thinks that every woman wants him, and the ones who don't are totally lesbians, brah. On the way to the Cradle of Life is a series of loosely connected scenes that seem to have been chosen to round out the trailer and just jump Lara from exotic locale to exotic locale, performing various stunts with flashy editing and the type of repetitive action music that studios think movie audiences enjoy. The entire thing just tries far too hard to be cool, but doesn't try very hard to be good. It's a case of style over substance, as opposed to the first movie, which had a good balance of both. The Cradle of Life completely sacrifices substance in the quest to make each scene more stylish and flashy than the last. In the end, it leads to a typical battle between Lara and Rice, who I have a hard time believing could effectively fight the Tofu Man from Resident Evil 2, much less Lara Croft, and he gets dumped in a pit of acid. Fatality. By this time, the relationship between Lara and Terry has warmed up to the point where she's no longer trying to kill him, and it seems that he's ready to stop being a douche and settle down. But of course, he wants to take the box with him, and Lara is forced to gun him down. So it seems all the character development between the two, including the fact that he had gone from being vaguely sinister to just having saved Lara's life, only seems to have been there so that Lara would feel bad about shooting him. Lara's annoying tech geek sidekick and butler are back, and this time they're part of the plot instead of just being there to move it along, but the characters are annoying. The thing about this film is that it doesn't feel like a sequel to the original, but rather it feels like it's the fourth or fifth movie in a series that's starting to really lose its steam. It all feels old and hackneyed, which is a shame because I really did like the original movie. The only thing I can praise this film for is the acting, as Jolie and Butler do a good job. Gerard Butler's character is a douche, but he sells it, and Jolie does a decent job despite not having a whole lot to work with. 4 out of 10. It's a shame there never was a third film to hopefully redeem the series, but I guess we can all look forward to the inevitable reboot.